Hello everybody. I've had quite a day. I've just come back from Cardiff Bay today, where the Wales Valley GB is, where all the service parks and things are. I've had quite a day. Basically, I went into Cardiff City Centre to pick up my ticket from a shop in there for the Celtic Manor stage of the Wales Rally. To find out they sold out, but they said if you go down to Millennium Centre, they're selling them there. So I went down and sure enough, got my ticket. Now, with WRC 3 kind of upcoming and everything, I knew that they're displaying the game at the Celtic Manor stage, and I was going to get an interview and everything done on Saturday when the Celtic Manor stage takes place. Luckily, as I was wandering around, around Cardiff Bay, I happened to see that WRC 3 was on display in there. Had a brilliant time. Got an interview with people from PEQ and everything. Got lots of details and stuff. Firstly, I want to mention that when I walked in, there was a WRC racing seat and a Logitech G27, I believe, hooked up to a PS3 playing WRC 2. The idea of it being they had the Subaru Impreza from the WRC Safari class on Finland Evo 1, and I set the best time. Now, when I walked in, the best time was 3 minutes 27, and I had a go, and I set the best time at 3 minutes 3. Yeah. So, of course, you're interested. WRC 3, and I want to highlight the build I played. I was told it was not the final build, which it showed at one point because I was doing a couple of stages. I drove through all three classes of the cars, but basically I was doing a run, and the car got stuck in reverse. I tried resetting the stage, picking new cars, new stages. The car was stuck in reverse. It got so bad that I had to get someone to actually reset the PlayStation 3 for it to work again, but all working fine. But what can I say about WRC 3? The first thing that struck me right away were the graphics. The graphics, absolutely brilliant. I first drove the VW Polo on a stage in Wales, and for the Wales stages in this year's game, they've actually got rain. They went in the cockpit view, and the wipers are going and everything. It was brilliant, but oh my goodness, it's a hard game. It's gonna take a good. Excuse me. Ugh. Sorry about that. It's burping there. It's gonna take a good bit of getting used to. It feels totally different to the other games. It's quite brutal, but it's fun. It's still fun. I mean, the rewind systems did help me out, but it's gonna take a lot of learning. The Monte Carlo stages, very slippery. A lot of fun, but again, difficult. What can I say? The cars is a lot more hard to control. One thing I did have a problem with. I did one of the Italy stages, and I came to a fork in the road, but the co-driver didn't tell me which way to go, and both bits were open, and I drove to the right, and the game suddenly reset me and put me to the left. Which, yeah, so hopefully in the final build they've got like barriers across that bit I went through, because I didn't know that was the wrong way. It looked clear to me. Cutting, completely gone. I was trying my best to cut through the stage and anything. The grass, well, I wouldn't say grass. Basically, if you come off the beaten path, your car slows down rapidly. If you try to cut the track, you are going to get reset. I mean, I remember on Monte Carlo, there's a hairpin coming up. I didn't see it in time. I slammed the handbrake and the car flew forward. Actually flew over the hairpin. Well, only, basically, you got the whole hairpin here. I flew off, like, at the very end of the hairpin, and the game still reset me. Quite strict on the cutting, which is good. The famous cut from WRC2 in Greece, where you drive off the cliff on purpose to get reset further ahead of the track. Tried that, didn't work. It reset me back. I tried it a couple of times, just didn't work. So cutting, completely gone. The sounds, people bitch about the sounds. Amazing. The sounds are fantastic. The co-driver sounds so much better. They're not as whiny no more. They're so much more tolerable. The game is just coming up absolutely brilliant. And cars, the game is, well, content, more like the game is bursting with content. There are loads of cars. I'm not sure if every car has been added in the build I played, but there were a lot of cars. I mean, I drove a car from all three classes. I was even driving some of my favourite stages from WRC2, and you can just see the graphics are so revamped. The best change I seen was Estadio Cordoba from the Argentina Rally, the super special stage. The graphics on that, it looked fantastic. well, I can't praise this game enough. Milestone have really pulled their finger out this year to get this one right, and it's been brilliant. So I had an interview with hold on, I have the business card here because I was hoping to speak to someone official there, and basically I was playing WRC 3, and someone came up to me and said, "Are you enjoying the game?" And I said, "Are you from PQ?" But he goes, "Oh, I am." I said, "Oh, good, just the person I want to talk to." So I explained, I'm from WRC 2 Xbox 360 players and stuff. Got an interview, got his business card. I spoke to Abid Gangat, the key account and trade marketing manager from PQ, and I got an interview with him and everything. So here we are, guys, and enjoy.
Hello to all the WRC 2 Xbox 360 players. My name's Abid Gangat. I'm the Key Account and Trade Marketing Manager here for PQ. And I'm here at the WRC Rally in Cardiff promoting WRC 3. Look forward to hearing all your comments and hope you enjoy the game. It's out on the 12th of October.
Mantai here, down at Cardiff Bay for the Wales Valley GB. I've just got my first hands-on of WRC 3, the PS3 version, and here I have
Abid Gangat, Key Account Manager and Trade Marketing Manager for PQ.
So here we are, we have someone here from PQ. So firstly, what's the reception been on this version so far?
I mean, so far we've been running, obviously we've had a few press tours, so the press kind of reaction to the game has been quite positive. We've had some very good previews within X360 Gamer and also with PlayStation and people like that from Future and Imagine Publishing. The general public's impression on the game is positive. This is actually the first time and first event we've been able to actually show this pre-release Kodak. So we're really fortunate to be here at the WRC Rally in Cardiff and able to actually show the game to the public who are coming through over the next few days, and they've really enjoyed it. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on it so far?
Well, I've just done my first race. I used the Volkswagen Polo on the Wales Valley GB. And as experienced WRC 2 player, I've got to say it's a hard game. Very hard game.
I mean, basically,
it's a real step up. But the first thing that struck me right away were the graphics. Graphics definitely improved. Loved the weather effects. They had the wipers go on the cockpit. Loved it. But it's a very difficult game, I've got to say.
I mean, Milestone basically have taken on board the comments that were made from the previous title from WRC 2, and they've actually gone back to the drawing board and they've actually created this brand new engine.
Spike engine.
Exactly. That's right. For the WRC 3, so they've actually completely redesigned the game from scratch. Like I say, spent 2 years in development, and this is the effect. And as you've already pointed out, there are some significant changes and improvements on the previous version of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Because I played WRC 2 on the hardest settings, so when I did it right away here, and it was very hard. Can I ask you a couple of questions about the online play to it?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know if the XP system will be returning from the previous games?
I think basically what they've done is they've actually tried to take on board all of the positive aspects of WRC 1 and 2, and they've tried to incorporate them onto the actual third format version. So they've kept all the good points that all the fans and all the players enjoyed, and they've taken those on board to bring them forward into this version as well.
Okay. One of the biggest complaints about the online of the previous game was the ability to take massive shortcuts to the track. You could cut out entire hairpins and stuff like that. Do you know if that has been tackled for this version?
You can't do that. Basically, in this version, I know a few of the guys actually practicing the actual game in the office tried to, shall we say, bypass the tracks a little.